Japan will provide about 2.5 billion yen to build bridges along National Road No. 9 and 247 million yen for human resource development. The agreement was concluded on Wednesday, the 4th of May, during Japanese Foreign Minister Fumio Kishida's visit to Laos.
Lao Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Saleumxay Kommasith, and his Japanese counterpart signed an exchange note on the assistance project, which is part of Japan's official development assistance to Laos.
มื้อนี้พวกเราหาก็ได้ลงนามซองโครงการช่วยเหลือที่รัฐบาลญี่ปุ่นให้การช่วยเหลือแก่สปปลาว
Delivering a press statement, Mr. Saleumxay said the two projects will be an important contribution to socio-economic development in Laos. At a bilateral meeting held before the signing ceremony, the two sides reviewed their past cooperation and shared views on the path of future cooperation and the deepening of friendship ties through their strategic partnership, which will benefit the two nations. They highly valued the successful celebration of last year's 60th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between the two countries.
ข้าพเจ้าได้ตั้งหน้าให้รัฐบาลและประชาชนลาวแสดงความเศร้าสลดใจต่อเหตุการณ์แผ่นดินไหวที่หาก็เกิดขึ้น
Representing the Lao government and people, Mr. Saleumxay extended his condolences to Japanese government and people over the recent earthquake in the southwest of the country, which inflicted loss of life, property, and infrastructure. Both sides said they highly valued the increase in the number of Japanese investors in Laos, which they said had created jobs and income for local people.
ตั้งหน้าให้รัฐบาลสปปลาวที่ราคาสูงมักผลของการร่วมมือทางด้านเศรษฐกิจ
According to a joint press statement issued by the two ministers, the two sides are pleased to continue discussions about and support cooperation in economics, trade, investment, education, and culture, including areas that fall within the joint cooperation framework. Referring to the provision of ODA, the Japanese side promised to consider the projects proposed by Laos last year, and would also be pleased to assist Laos in chairing ASEAN this year.
สปปลาวและประชาชนลาวแสดงความรู้บุญคุณและขอบอกขอบใจอย่างสูงมายังรัฐบาลและประชาชนญี่ปุ่นต่อการช่วยเหลืออันล้ำค่าที่มีต่อพวกข้าพเจ้า
Mr. Saleumxay represented the Lao government and people in thanking the Japanese government and people for the valuable assistance provided to Laos. Speaking through an interpreter, Mr. Kishida said he would be pleased to support Mr. Saleumxay as the chair of the upcoming ASEAN Foreign Ministers meeting to be held in July. The two ministers also exchanged views on regional and international issues of mutual interest. During the visit of the Japanese minister and his delegation, which continues today, they will pay a courtesy visit to Prime Minister Thongloun Sisoulith at the Prime Minister's office.